Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill-Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on a team from the SEC, the Florida Gators. The Gators will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Penn State's offense will go on the attack first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Wants to throw on third. Rushes on him. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Man, that is a picture-perfect start for this defense. Number one objective, get off the field even better. Third down, force them into a passing situation. You win, you hit the quarterback. Nice start by this team.
The Nittany Lions will punt it away on 4th down. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Florida's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The lone back's got it. Nice move there. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. From the shotgun, they'll run it. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Picked off to stop the threat. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Got the first down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
Now the play fake. Unloads it left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. This crowd unhinged, trying to make sure the Gators don't back down on 3rd down. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down and run. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Hunt is on its way. Fair catch is made inside his own 20 at the 17-yard line. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. The RPO, it's complete. Guys, let's chat about Florida. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable.
Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. Another incompletion on 3rd down. The Gators decide to punt it away. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. A little sluggish out of the gate here. They've had to punt it away on each of their first 2 possessions. Makes the catch. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the boat. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the tight end. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. Lost to throw again. Caught near the sidelines, will pick up a few before going out of bounds. And the Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They really sputtered out of the gate, turned it over, punted the last time they had it. We'll see if the 3rd possession is the charm. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Unloads quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to the ground game on the left. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Going to the running game. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. And the Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Nothing but punts as a result of the first three offensive drives, hoping this one gets a little more done. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Nittany Lions racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going to swing it on second down. Quick strike complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the slump on third down. They want to throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that play.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. To the ground with the back. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely center cut. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic. He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Gators will call on their punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Corrals it at the 45. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but they've got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Complete downfield. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going to create a big play.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Koch. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State! So much about the passing game is about timing, execution, communication, and these two, that's a virtual textbook there.
There ain't no doubt about it. And the receiver making plays for his quarterback, being dependable, running the route to the right depth consistently. Does a great job running this route. Great result because of it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Interesting matchup this week in the Mountain West, and it sure is playing out that way. Colorado State is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to New Mexico State. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wide receiver going in motion. They go to the ground. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Ellington. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Going to the ground. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Gators will bring the punt team onto the field. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got a man. It's Chubb. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. To the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Barnes. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pulls it in. It's Barnes. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
They'll move the tight end. Back to pass on second down. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. The Nittany Lions really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Wide receiver comes in motion. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the fourth down. And how about this confidence in their field goal kicker? They're going to pat him on the butt and say, go give us 3, big fella. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juice. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. The give on the inside. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And now on second down for this offense. Quick completion to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Shotgun snap on third down. Unloads to the wideout. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today.
How great has this linebacker been in coverage these last 2 games now? That's now his 3rd interception in 2 games. He had 2 last week. First interception in this game on the opening drive. He's not only good against the run, he's not only good rushing the passer, but this guy is a monster in coverage.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. It's complete. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Barnes. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Nittany Lions can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the middle. Tight end getting vertical. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants it all. Touchdown, Penn State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Power football with the run. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Wants to fire on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Ellington. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Catch inside the 30 and still running. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Gainesville. What a fine college football game we've got. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to our guys and all those chomping hands there in the swamp.
And the Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and
Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Hand off to the lone back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Gators now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Colorado State is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Cam the Ram isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 4 over New Mexico State.
RPO complete to open the drive.
Just another week in the Mountain West where the only constant is chaos, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Finds the tight end. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Looking downfield on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Cooper.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback, do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. Off play action on first down. Back open in the middle.
Guys in the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Gets it out quickly. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. New set of downs after the completion. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Using the quick game.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
To the ground to try to move the chains. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And this is some kind of belief in your kicker. They are sending him out there to try to get free from way downtown. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Coming out with it, it's Cooper. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They're going to run it to the right. Creates a little room. Nudges ahead for one out to the 16. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They'll put in play from the 27, first down. Makes the catch. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Waste of time.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Looking to throw on 1st down. Gets it out fast. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They're going to run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. He's got it on the run. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Penn State! The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown.
44, Florida, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive ended with an interception, and this time it's paramount they take care of the ball. Complete to start this drive. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. They'll try the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And he's got it inside the 35.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Finds his tight end. They've got enough for the 1st down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Gators are marching down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. They've decided to try to go for the field goal here. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. Let's not say they cut into the deficit with that field goal. Maybe just, I don't know, tweaked a little bit of it away with their fingernail. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Punt is in the air. Just needs a crack to get a return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Working that left side now. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Gators will punt this one away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Grabbed behind the line. It's Barnes. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. So now it's second and long. The inside handoff. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man down the middle. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And first down for the offense.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Got enough for the first. And he is brought down, but what a move he put on that first defender.
Good enough for a first down.
On the run, it's Everett. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Look out, he's got room. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the first down, still moving. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Hand off from the shotgun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. With the clock running, this should be the final play. This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep going on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.